toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Morris. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year. But now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might be changing the route. Now on the option. Now the toss. Shakes off the defender.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Takes the easy one to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Pulls it, fires complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the right. It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And the Cardinals are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you. Get him on the ground. Now it's in fourth down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit, and you succeeded.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Louisville! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, the good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is he took a smash right in the mustache.
No doubt. And didn't even have any trimmers. He definitely felt that one, felt every bit of it. Don't want to take too many shots like that, but you can also point up to the scoreboard and go, Coach, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll run the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Moss. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to pass, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Find some fresh air. He's loose.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, better look out! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got him this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Fires to the tight end, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Pulls it in. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Virginia.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Makes him talk to the hand. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Morris. Looking to scramble. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the left. Creates a little room. Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Morris. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Pressure coming. This time on target. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to go down as time has run out. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but we